What's good, YouTube? It's me, your boy Squiddy, back in with another video, and today we have a very, very special guest on the channel who just came off with a top 16 at this YCS Vegas 3v3 tournament. What's your name and what did you play?
My name is Chow, and I was playing Labrynth.
No stranger to the top. This is one of your consecutive tops, just on fire this year. Is there any reason why you chose to play that deck before we dive in?
Honestly, I didn't really get much time to test. I was playing a Shiza tier. I was hoping to take a Shiza tier here, but the banless happened. So I was like, alright, I'll just play a control deck because control deck felt pretty safe. I probably wouldn't play this ever again because there's so many cards that blow you out. But yeah.
What did your teammates play? Did they play the same deck?
Brian and Kenny, who were my teammates. Brian played Labrynth, Kenny played Runic Sprite.
Okay, awesome. Do you have any shoutouts before we dive in?
Yeah, shoutouts to Yassine, shoutouts to Team Jobber, shoutouts to Squiddy that's recording, and my teammates that were playing with me, Kenny Nguyen and Brian Chen, and our team name was World's Playoff Competitor.
Awesome. Okay, but let's just dive into the deck for a while, see what you played.
Yep, alright. I suck at explaining, so I didn't really build this deck, Brian did. Brian and Ryan, you. Right. Yeah. I mean, they didn't want to play 3. I agree with playing 2. We don't really want to draw too many Labrynths, I guess. We played this. I don't really remember their names.
Did you ever brick on that?
Yeah, I did, but it's not the worst because your field spell can also summon this. Yeah.
But you think it's
So
required?
can this too. Yeah, it's required for sure. If this sticks on the board, you win the duel.
Right.
There's no way that you lose if you have a trap coming back. And since every time you activate a trap and it removes a monster, it can get rid of their hand. There's no way you shouldn't win.
Right, so that's one that resets a trap from your grave.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
And the last monster, Heavenly. This can pretty much set anything, but so pretty good. Just one pseudo starter. I feel like usually your best boards are usually one monster and like a lot of back row. So I guess that's the reason why we have a low count.
Yeah, so you didn't play any of the furniture or anything like that?
No, I don't even know what they do.
Oh.
One field spell, pretty good. I was told you need this in the mirror match. I didn't play a mirror match. I played half Kashtira, half Despias. So yeah. And Despias are supposedly our worst matchup. And onto the consistency cards.
Oh wow.
These are all the spells we play, but it makes sense with our side deck. Especially with duality because we play sphere mode. 6 cards to dig into everything is pretty good. And we play some 1-ups too, because if the game keeps going on, if we keep seeing these, we'll eventually like get there, I guess.
So it's better to dig for the specific card rather than playing extravagance to draw 2.
Okay. Also, it's not like Altergeist where I felt like I needed the 2 cards because I needed 2 cards to do something. But every time I play like these cards, I just needed to see like one Labrynth card and I can keep playing off of it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
To get your engine rolling.
Yep.
Neat.
I love the Altergeist, so as much as I like extravagance, this prosperity was definitely like really necessary. And then the main traps, I mean, you kind of have to play these. Yeah, this one, it can be an interruption as well.
That one is broken, yeah, because you can vanish from grave.
Yep. 2. And then, yeah. The main interruption traps. Brian and Ryan didn't play Solemn Strike, but I liked it because when they summon Unicorn and stuff, I just wait for them to activate the effect. So whenever they try to birth the bag that same turn, they can't use it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and these cards were nuts against Kashtira too, because if you stop birth, and then you can set a card, and then it blocks them with specialing Kashtiras.
Oh, cool.
I like that turn.
People are telling me it's kind of bad because if they have nothing in grave, it's just like you can't do anything if you're gonna duel. But I
Yeah,
guess
that's true.
it's really grindy.
3 skill drains. I don't know why this is at 3. This card is so insane. I hate playing against this too. Yeah. Oh. 2 D-Barrier and Trap Trick. Brian played 3 D barriers, but since I played a lot of 2-of trap cards like Compulsion and all that, I wanted to play it safe because I wasn't sure what we were gonna play against. So yeah, Trap Trick is just like a third copy, like a pseudo third copy of all the 2-of trap cards that I played.
Cool.
one-ofs.
Wow, one
Yeah,
ups.
I know it looks weird. We used to play 2 goals in matches. Yeah, I know it looks super weird, but again, we didn't really know what we were gonna play against at the YCS. But since we're like a grind deck, like a controlled grind deck, the longer the game progresses, and we see this late game, it can either like lock us the game, or if we start with it, even better, I guess. But yeah, we didn't know what we were up against. But as the game progresses, if we just draw this, it pretty much just seals the game. And then the blowout card. There's so many blowout cards right now in this format, and this being a normal trap was pretty nice too. So yeah.
You didn't play Compulse or anything like that?
I played Compulse.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, I messed up.
Just 2 copies.
Nice, okay. Because they're common, that's why.
Played a lot of 2-0s just because of trap trick. Tokens. And fusions, kind of self-explanatory. Dogmatica punishment targets. Another Dogmatica punishment target. This was supposed to be a Skull Knight, but I didn't have it in front of me and I had to submit my list. So I submitted this. It should be Skull Knight. This is pretty much a pseudo Garura, but a higher attack one, so.
With punishment, nice. Okay.
It sends Guru to the grave, those that don't know. Omega. This card was pretty nice because sometimes you don't want to send something to trigger it to the grave because it plays into thrust. So sometimes I would just send this just to play around it. And then end phase I would try to play all my Labrynth cards since they can't thrust me anymore. This never came up, but in testing it did. Never summoned it this event. Self-explanatory. Never summoned it.
Bravely.
Yeah. But it's fine like playing that too because like you just prosperity it away.
Yeah.
Extra deck isn't too important. And then yeah. Deck seeds.
Oh wow.
Summon this in testing. A lot of people actually get scared and try to banish this just in case we can Zeus them, but it never really happens.
So the meteorologic card, it's one that negates any face-up card until the end of the turn when it's in the graveyard, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever used that to turn off your own skill drain to keep playing with Lady?
I haven't, actually.
Cool. Cool play.
This was kind of a last addition to the extra deck too.
Neat.
I still feel like there's better cards, but I don't know. I didn't really build the deck.
Yeah. We didn't have a lot of time to test, so.
Yeah. And onto the side deck. Main deck 40, by the way. And then everything 15, of course.
Classic.
And this one, mirror match. I guess Runic, anything that this would really hurt, we would put it in. Because Heavenly can also set this. And our Labyrinths are also dark, so. And since it's a normal trap, we can always set it through the normal trap monster effect thing.
Yeah, searchable.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much like a searchable thing. 1 Imperial Iron Wall. I really like this card. Yeah.
Just one.
I wanted to play more, but the room is so tight.
Yeah. It stops evenly too, right? So.
We have like more broken floodgates though. I think it's ridiculous that these cards are still at 3. Because anytime these are like really good, they're like insane. Reason why we side into 3 copies of this is because Despias have a really hard time dealing with this. And then this would go in versus Kashtira's.
Nice.
Yep. And we have a better matchup versus Kashtira. 3 Solemn Judgments. Every time we go first, no questions about that. Mirror match, any other back row deck. And we can also set it off of Heavenly. And Board Breaker.
Wow, Ghost Rare.
A lot of decks weren't ending on like negates. And if they were, they can't really do anything about Sphere mode. But we all in total, it's like 6 Board Breaker cards with 6 pot cards. It's pretty easy to see these cards. I just don't like how it seemed like a trade back and forth blowout. Like I was getting blown out a lot and I was blowing out my opponent a lot too.
Yeah, definitely.
And then Ash.
For branded.
Yep, for branded. And I guess for rogue decks, but honestly for rogue decks, I'd rather just set like a trap since there's more synergy to that.
It's all, yeah.
So yep, 40 card main deck, 15 side, 15 extra.
Cool, congratulations, man, on the top. What was your personal record for that tournament?
My personal record, I was X1 and I lost in top 16.
Nice.
Yeah, I got destroyed. So yeah.
Cool, well thank you so much for the deck profile and congrats again, man.
Thank
Hope
you.
to see you on the channel again. If you guys like this, comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.